Thank you. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Guilhem Vianes. I'm from France, as you can hear according to my awful English accent. I work for La Poste, for the IT department, services, mails, and parcels, as cloud project manager. I'm going to talk about OpenShift Container Platform in our cloud strategy. So let me introduce you, André.
Thank you. I'm André. I'm the account manager from Red Hat France, in charge of La Poste.
Okay, it's my first time speaking in my non-native language in front of so many people, so thank you for supporting me. So let's have a look at the agenda. We'll do 5 minutes on introducing you La Poste, the different business units. The business units I work for, services, mail and parcels, the IT department, and then we will talk about OpenShift. So, who knows La Poste? Please raise your hand. Okay, let's take a few minutes. So, we are a major group in the French economy. As you can read into these slides, we've got 23 billion of revenue last year. We've got 17,000 retail outlets. It's very important. In France, 96% of the French people are less than 5 kilometers from one of our retail outlets. We are present in 44 countries over the 5 continents. So, our missions. First of all, 4 public service missions. Something classical, providing home mail delivery 6 days a week, providing access to banking also through La Banque Postale, and contribute to regional planning through the presence of postal services. And also we have to transport and deliver magazines and newspaper 6 days a week. We've got 3 new public interest activities. First of all, to be a major player in the energy transition, we have the biggest green vehicles fleet in Europe, which use 100% of green energy. We also help to modernize public action, and we offer a trusted third-party digital solution. So we have an organization based into 5 business units. La Banque Postale for banking activities, digital service with la branche numérique, post offices with le réseau La Poste, international express delivery with Geopost, the DPD group, and of course, the business unit services, mail and parcels. So, last year we launched our 2020 Conquering the Future strategic plan with 3 main objectives: to be a reference in terms of innovation, to providing a digital trust guarantee, to being the European leader in local services. Let's talk about these business units I work for. We've got 3 major objectives. First of all, to be a reference partner of the e-commerce, as traditional mail mass message are drastically reducing days to days. We have also to be a major player in urban logistics, as I told you, 5 kilometers to our retail outlets. We've got also to be an actor for the development of local and in-home new services, like elderly services with Veiller sur mes parents, one of our applications, or Ardoise, a tablet for elderly people. A quick overview of the IT department I work for. We are located in 6 cities in France. First of all, Paris. Everybody knows Paris. Then Châlons-en-Champagne. Everybody knows Champagne. Nantes, Limoges, Dijon, Montpellier. I work in Montpellier. We've got 3 data centers, 1,000 servers, and we got 130 projects. We have to change our information system because we want to drive profitability in real time, to take into consideration brand new customer requests. So we have to change the way we develop software. So why a cloud strategy and a cloud service? First of all, we've got a big problem with the obsolescence of our infrastructure and our application. Our applications are based on infrastructures built upon software vendors, standards, but repackaged. I used to call it la postalisation. In fact, we are adapting software to our standards. We are repackaging, like relocate files, changing rights and permissions to ease the work of our administrators, to ease the work of our security manager. But it's very difficult to upgrade those platforms. So we decide a cloud service will be a good choice. We want also to accelerate what we call the conquest of new territories, to test an application quickly, to develop it quickly, to have it in production in a few weeks. Before it can take about 4 months to have an infrastructure to put an application. And we also want to be a cloud provider for the group La Poste. We want to be a provider of a cloud solution to all the other business units. So we build a cloud based on IES Solution, VMware, the cloud suite. We also have OpenShift, and we've got another branch with physical machines, appliance. OpenShift is the default choice for applications into our cloud. So the project, we started 1 year ago in July, working on the IES solution. In fact, it's just to be considered as an automated VM deployment factory. Quite something simple, deploying VM with software out of the box, no customization, software vendors directly implementation. And we waited for OpenShift 3 to be launched to start working on our PaaS solution. I used to say the PaaS solution is the first client of the IES solution because we are installing OpenShift on VM deployed by our IES solution. We build a new test platform with new exploitation toolkit like Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana, Centrion, and we put in place a new organization, a pizza team. We use Agile method with the help of Red Hat. André will talk about it after. With initiative method, 2 weeks per iteration, contributors, both dev and ops to build this platform. And the results, last year, in December, we opened our PaaS solution for test purpose, in January for build purpose, and in May for run purpose. The service that was offered was an out-of-the-box service, no customization, use of solution and editor standards, not our standards. Definitely no. But last year, in May, we were facing a problem. We had a beautiful tool, OpenShift, but in fact, only the pizza team knows how to use it, how to operate it. So the IT department manager created the IT as a service task force I used to say, an IT department inside the IT department to integrate new technologies in our existing portfolio. And he gave us 3 new goals for our project. The IT as a service is a standalone task force. We had the right to change everything, no processes. The sponsor was quite important, so administrators doesn't have to say nothing. We have to implement what we want. 3 objectives. First, helping projects from legacy to migrate the apps. Secondly, to install new strategic applications. And thirdly, to maintain IT as a service offers up to date with new services and new functionalities. On our first objective, the migration, we help projects to migrate their apps in order to manage obsolescence, as I wrote on this slide. But also, we have to operate it, to continue to operate these apps. It was not the administrator who used to operate these apps, but the IT as a service task force who operates these apps. In order to prove that it was possible to migrate application to that new platform, the manager gave us target of moving 10 applications in 6 months. We'll see after if we succeeded. Second objective, Conquest. We have a bunch of 10 new apps that we want to be in production before December last year. With the use of brand new stacks like Fuse IMQ and also stacks well known like PHP, Java. We want to deliver those environments faster using editor standards, and we want to offer the benefits of the past solution, self-healing, elasticity. We also want those new projects to use a DevOps model. Our third objective was the transformation, transform IT department. Upgrade team skills, share these skills to other people inside the IT department. New technical patterns introduced last year. Stateless, microservices, no scheduler, design for failure. An application should deploy everywhere and should be independent from the infrastructure. So, the past project achievements. Last year, we put in production a total of 15 apps moved from our legacy and 70 more new apps on the IT as a service platform. There was a lot of change for the project teams. A new development pipeline, with CI/CD, of course, with Jenkins, which allow to go quickly in production and also to deploy the same way onto each environment from build to run. We use the same tools, deploy the same way. Change of mind to DevOps models, and we now have automated tests. They are mandatory. They are used by the project for upgrading their software stacks into the CI/CD platform. I used to say, before the IT as a service platform, when we go in production, it was sort of a big ceremony, and everyone was afraid of who is going to push the button and what will happen. Now, we are deploying the same way, from build to run. And I used to say it's a non-event. There is no changes. An operator, an administrator have tested the deployment a lot of times before pushing on the button to activate on-run production. We also have got cloud service offer still growing. We followed OCP version from 3.0 to 3.2 last year. Of course, with the availability of new tools, Grafana, Elasticsearch, Kibana, Centurion, I've said, and projects are self-reliant with the use of the cloud platform. A big picture of our architecture. No mystery, no surprise. Jenkins, GitLab, Selenium, SonarQube, checkmarks, Quality Center for the most important. 2 clusters, OCP build, OCP run. And we have chosen to let our databases on the IES platform. It was more convenient and it's less changes for operators, but that will change this year. So MySQL, PostgreSQL on the IIS platform. And at the bottom, 2 log management stack, which retrieves logs from OCP run, IIS run, OCP build, IIS build. So what's now? We got a target of 20 more apps moved from our legacy platform to the ITL service platform. And additional 15 new applications developed directly on the ITL service platform. More changes this year for the product teams. We are going to introduce stress testing as a service, storage as a service solution, new version of OpenShift. We are planning to deploy the 3.4 within a few weeks. And all new services like Varnish, Node.js, Elasticsearch. And we are going to an hybrid cloud solution. We want to use our CI/CD platform to deploy the same way on our private cloud and also on a public cloud or private cloud on external provider. Thank you, André. So, lesson learned. We have learned so many lessons last year. I can say that installing an OpenShift platform, it's only a technical project. But after that, you've got a beautiful tool, and no one knows to use it. So it needs a good planning in advance and good expert and architects. Communication is the key of the project, I think. You have to lead changes into people's mind. You have to transform an organization. If not, OCP is only a tool. And also, it's too complicated to change a large number of thinking of people while working at the same time on any other activity like adding new services, migrate applications. So, in fact, customers, the project teams, have great expectations from the cloud. But I used to say, IT as a service is only a platform. It cannot turn lead into gold. If your code is awful, no miracle. What we've learned also is we increased our efficiency on migrations. As you can see, last year in June, it took us 1 month to migrate one application. And now in May, 4 applications per month. And about 100 Monday in June to do this migration. And now we are about 50 Monday. As you can see on this picture, there is what we call the application frozen zone. Because December is a month very important for us because we do a lot of business. As you know, we are carrying parcels for Santa Claus. So people are expected their parcels. So the IT director says nothing must change during this month. Don't touch the infrastructure. So 0 app in December and January. André.
Okay, thank you, Guilhem. I would like to say a few words about the way we collaborated with La Poste teams. So the first, I think that there are 3 factors that explain the success of the project. The first one is that since the beginning of the project, we had a very strong sponsor, which was the VP of infrastructure. And this guy had communicated to the whole organization that this project was critical. He had very high expectations, so he explained that to us. But at the same time, he gave the power to his team and put the necessary budget on the project. So the second point is that the project team was highly motivated, in particular Guilhem, project manager. And the third point was that some members of the team were already used to agile methodology, and that has facilitated the way we have interacted with the team. So our consultants proposed to drive the project in an agile way, as Guilhem said. So in terms of sprints, to be able to deliver quickly concrete results. And so in the beginning, we had a strong participation to the project with 2 or 3 consultants for a few months since until the platform has been up and running. And after that, we had only expertise in a couple of days per month to help the La Poste teams. So what we proposed also in the organization when the run platform was ready was to add a TAM, technical account manager, to help La Poste team to better interact with Red Hat teams, the support team and engineering team. So the technical account manager is now in place, and he organizes weekly calls and also communication tools like a dedicated chat. So he knows very well the La Poste context, and I think it helps to solve issues when issues arrive. So in summary, I would say that the collaboration has been a great success and very good with La Poste, and I hope that Guilhem will not contradict me on that point. And I would express my gratitude to Guilhem to give me the opportunity to say how happy I am to work with him.
Thank you, André.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you for your attention.
So we have time for one question, if anybody has one, while we set up the next presentation. Yeah, go ahead.
Please help me.
So I hear this over and over again. Planning is key, right? Going through that. Can you elaborate on your lessons learned a little bit more with the planning aspect of your environment?
With as André said, with the agile method and iterative sequences of 2 weeks, we were, je sais pas comment dire, oui, on peut se tromper, on pouvait se tromper. We can, on pouvait se tromper, on pouvait se tromper.
Make mistake.
Yes, we can make mistakes, and we every 2 weeks we make a demo to the IT director to share what we've done and to get its expectations and priorities for the next sprint. So, in fact, yes, we can make mistakes, but fail quickly.
Cool.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much once again. 7.5 hours later, we are still right on schedule, so thank you all for hanging with us.
All right. And thank you very
And
much for
thanks to
coming.
La Poste for a great presentation.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.